Goes up, three-pointer. Bang! Bang! It's good!
Shit set in stone. Great moment. African Empress. Jump on the jump just like I'm Jordan. Shots from the free throw are so important. I could call the shots, you should run for office. This was the one, since I made that shit the fortress. Guns, but ain't fuck who don't fuck with us. My first tattoo will get the money up, I'm in a rush. Move to the side, I will unalive. Individuals that try to undermine. Drip check, look at my diamonds, got a nip sweat. Blue 59 Impala, where the crib set. Chrome hard, Joe mode, nigga get set. Get ready, time to show you how to get checks. Jump on the jet just like I'm Jordan. Shots from the free throw are so important. I can call the shots, you should run for office. This was the White House, I made my shit the fortress. Guns buck, ain't fuck who don't fuck with us. My first tattoo will get the money up, I'm in a rush. Move to the side, I will unalive any individuals that try to undermine. Fast cars, pretty bitches, and a speedboat. Dope boy working magic with a kilo. Staring in that bitch ass like a peephole. Kansas City niggas still ducking the Rico. Oh Lord, oh boy, you better hold on. Watch them both wrists, time to get my roll on. Out on both lists, feds had to postpone. Homeland Security, they know what goes on. So strong, broke niggas so long. In the middle of the summer in the snowstorm. All the killers looking at you, better go home. Boy, I fucked your baby mama just for 4 songs. Jump on the jet just like I'm Jordan. Shots from the free throw are so important. I can call the shots, you should run for office. This was the White House, I made my shit the fortress. Guns buck, ain't fuck who don't fuck with us. My first tattoo will get the money up, I'm in a rush. Move to the side, I will unalive any individuals that try to undermine. Jump on the jet just like I'm Jordan. Shots from the free throw are so important. I can call the shots, you should run for office. This was the White House, I made my shit the fortress. Guns buck, ain't fuck who don't fuck with us. My first tattoo will get the money up, I'm in a rush. Move to the side, I will unalive any individuals that try to undermine.
Yo, welcome. Pushing Narratives, episode 114. 114. We got Coach Jones in the building.
You already know what it is.
Let me get you. The gong has been your AKA avoid the web.
Hey, Mr. Webb.
Mr. Webb. Pause that. We got Adrian in the building, man, AKA Lorne Michael.
What up, folks? How y'all living?
We good, man. We good. And today we got family. You
got family.
Family at this point. Ain't no friend of the show shit over here, man. We got Orlando's own Comics After Dark.
Yes,
Celtic fan. You know what I'm saying? Patriot lover.
Yes,
Black Supernova.
Black Supernova.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
We got the homie Brad in the building.
Appreciate you.
And Trojan Horse.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, I don't really acknowledge USC fans. I didn't know they existed after Matt Leinart and Pete Carroll and shit like that.
Oh, man, it's been rough. I ain't even gonna hold you up, man.
Niggas had Caleb as a starting quarterback. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Our defense been in shambles for the last decade.
Alex Grinch should be paying in blood somewhere, man.
Oh, man, listen. No comment.
No comment.
No comment.
So, Adrian, here we got this thing called the Heat Check. ESPN We're going to talk about ESPN a little later, man. But because of that, today's heat check is what are your top 3 favorite ESPN shows of all time? Brad, you are the guest, so we start with you.
Yeah, so of course, I know probably everybody up here gonna agree that Saturday morning college football,
Oh, yeah.
there's nothing like it. For many decades, it's been, seeing us through some of the biggest matches, some of the biggest guests. I love it. I love the segments that they have. When you got a bigger program, of course, they feature your school a little bit more. So it's been a lot of SC features over the years. So that's one. Number 2 is Sunday NFL Countdown. So like next day, come right back. Sunday NFL Countdown. That's one of my all-time favorites. I throw that joint on, eat something, take a nap, wake up, it's still on before the 1 o'clock game. So that's one of my favorite shows. I do kind of got Wild Card or Dark Horse. It was on ESPN Plus. That was Kobe Details. I really love Kobe Details. I don't even like they didn't take that. I don't like that they took that away. It was really, really good, really, really insightful. Honestly, it kind of really got me if you play basketball, you know basketball in general, but man, Kobe had me looking at basketball from a different lens, and I was like kind of going back and seeing like, where's this guy supposed to be? What is this guy supposed to be doing? If he's doing that, why is he doing that? So the details for me was, man, it was a game changer because I started looking at the game differently. To be honest, outside of recreational and playing wherever. So those are my 3 top shows. Honorable mention Cold Pizza too.
Cold Pizza,
super legit.
Yeah.
We can do this. Coach, you can go next. What are your 3?
And Bradley had me reconsidering something. College football be outside for me because there can go some Saturdays. I just want to see the last 15. Shout out to Coach Lee Corso. The last 15 is must see. He ain't there no more. But
great.
Absolutely. My top 3. I'll start with 3. Quiet as kept, man. Around the Horn used to be it at 5 p.m.
That was
Tornery Alley, and back when they used to have what's my man with the weird hair? They used to work at the Denver Post. I can't think.
Woody Page.
Woody
Page.
Woody was the draw. He was the draw.
He was.
The dude in LA who was they had Bill Plaschke. It was a lot of just constant.
J.A. Adonde.
J.A. Blackstone. So yeah, man. 2. Honestly, First Take, and not current First Take, even though I still watch it. But when Skip Bayless and Stephen A. was, it was
that was peak television.
Remember, Jalen Rose would come on. You would have. That's when Stephen A. was a little bit different. I'll just say, and so I still watch it for the legacy factor. And Skip Bayless always he gonna say something crazy. But number 1, man. Old school Sports Center. I remember waking up, either waking up first thing, cut it on, or try to stay up to see. And the top 10 people used to argue about the top 10. That should have been number 1. Nah, that should have been. And rest in peace, Stuart Scott. But bro, they had a lineup: him, Scott Van Pelt, the OGs, Kenny Mayne, bro. Dan Patrick,
John Butcher Gross,
Linda Cohn, those were the GOATs for me as far as Sports Center, and so those are my 3.
I like that. I like both of y'all lists. All right, for me, I don't want to rank them, but I'll just say the first mention for me is going to be an underrated one. Is Playmakers, ESPN. That covered professional football. Yeah. And once they got that partnership with NFL's like, nah, we ain't about to do that.
Chill on that.
So they canceled after 1 season, and that's always been a disappointment because it was a really good show. And man, it was Ballers actually kind of took a lot of what they did. You know what I'm saying? But Playmakers would be number 3 for me. Number 2, I gotta say, this is a boring ass show when I was a kid, but I always remember Sunday's Sports Reporters.
Yep.
Super
with Mitch Albom.
Dog, these dudes were editorialists. So these guys were getting their shit off, but like in a very calm manner, like in the living room. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not going back and forth arguing like First Take and all that.
Yeah.
But we're just getting our shit off, and that's that's always been impactful to me. I always enjoyed them. That's what really got me into reading the newspaper editorials, because guys like those personalities that they would have, because they were getting their shit off on a lot of those athletes. Number 1's got to be College Game Day for me. Everybody knows I'm a college football fan. Even I think the newer iteration, I like it because it's adjusting with the times and society, but it's nothing like old school with Lee Corso, the head, the mascot head, and the interviews and the setups and all of that. Like, it really does drive home how important college football is to certain regions of the country.
Yep.
Like, when you're talking about those West Coast College Game Days, those dudes are there like 4:00 in the morning, man. Yep. That's passion. That's true passion. So I like seeing that kind of stuff. And yeah, number 1 for me definitely got to be College Game Day.
Yeah, man. Y'all niggas got gems on y'all lists, man. Like, sheesh. Oh, man. My first one, obviously, I'm gonna say NFL Primetime, the OG with Chris Berman and Tom Jackson.
Yeah.
That would come on at like 6 or 7 on Sunday. Oh, Adrian,
that little middle part. Yeah. My bad.
It would come on like right before the Monday night game. Loved it. That was a nice little recap, and then the way they immortalized it in the video game back in the day was cool too.
Yeah.
Number 2, this little show called Stump the Schwab. I don't remember.
I knew you were.
I remember that. I remember that one. Yes.
When I tell you Stump the Schwab, like, me in middle school is when I started really like being drawn to ESPN, and when this show came on, I was glued to the TV. Like, and then the fact that old boy was just like getting, like, he was packing niggas up.
Yeah. No. Yeah. He was running dudes.
He was running dudes up out of there.
Yeah.
And he would get competitive. Like, you would see him sometimes in the episodes be like, oh, like he would just be mad when a nigga beat him.
Real neck beard shit.
Oh, and he had his shit like, he looked
Straight
like
up.
one of them niggas. R.I.P.
I'm saying.
R.I.P. to dude. You know what I mean? But he had the OG like AEW fan beard down there. And then my last one, NBA Countdown. But the NBA Countdown that I remember was Stephen A. Smith, Kevin Frazier, Greg Anthony. And was it Ron Snapper Jones? No, it was Kevin Frazier, Stephen A. Smith, Greg Anthony, and then they used to bring in Scoop Jackson sometimes from Slam Magazine.
Yeah, I remember Scoop.
From like 2003 to 2005, I remember. Because then that same team would also host NBA Coast to Coast on Tuesdays.
Okay.
Honorable mention, quite frankly.
Hey, can I throw a shout out? And they still going PTI.
Yes.
That's when I got a great appreciation for, as they call him, the Godfather.
Yeah.
And
PTI was that shit.
I would be remiss before we move on to talk about some of the best moments in First Take. I got to talk about one of the most hilarious moments when Shannon Sharp was on the show. And, this is when I was following Russell Westbrook heavy. And I think Russ had a bad game, right? So Shannon's he's just talking and talking. He was like, "You shooting 40% for the field?" And at the time, this was like not really, said on television like that. And Shannon was like, "Nigga, do your job." and at this time, I was at home, and it was one of the things you had to catch it live because when they replayed it, it was not there. And I think I might still have the video in my phone. When I tell you, I was
when Owen Hart died.
Oh man, I was in shambles. Shannon was like, "You shooting 40% from the field, nigga? Do your job." And I fell out.
He forgot where he was at. He thought he was at FS1.
I fell out. It was hilarious, man. It was hilarious.
First take, that first iteration of first take, like one of y'all said cold pizza. Brad, cold pizza with Dana Jacobson.
Yep.
I don't know who the Duke was, but Dana Jacobson. I remember Dana Jacobson because Adrian, you remember back in the day, the rumor came out that she used to have the thing with the big nigga from Mike and Mike.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
They was at the roast, and then they got into it with Michael Smith. You know what I'm saying? Michael Smith and Numbers Never Lie. I didn't even mention Numbers Never Lie. Michael Smith and Jamel Hill.
Hey, green, bro. Mike and Mike, bro. That used to be my morning show too. But go ahead.
Mike and Mike was some. That was some. I don't even want to say what
went
Mike
out
and Mike
bad,
was.
Man. Yeah,
it went out. Both
bad.
of them niggas went out sad, man. Mike was sleeping with. Never mind, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nasty. Speaking of going out sad, well, let me know
perspective. Yeah.
Do you want to get into the ESPN layoffs now, Adrian? I know you got a shot
let's
waiting.
Get into it. No,
you
let's
got
get
a shot
into
waiting.
It. Yeah. Let's get into that. Yeah.
All right. So ESPN did their annual Pat McAfee, Stephen A. Smith second apron cleanup. They said, yo, I told Adrian he was talking that day, and I hit Adrian in the DM, and I'm like, Adrian, this nigga said that. Right, Clark, gonna have to pivot for real.
We on that.
Yo.
And I tell you, I was at work fucking crying. I had to, because he the only other nigga that would like laugh with me. Cause like everybody else was like, yo, pray for Ryan Clark.
No, we on that, man. He's straight.
Like, yo, like that's. I mean, Cam Newton. You know I'm a dance in that nigga grave. It's fuck Cam Newton for life over here.
Oh my god,
yo,
slander, man.
It's fuck Cameron Newton.
I was reading something where, and I'm not laughing about anybody losing their job, but I was reading something where Ryan Clark was like, should I be done here? And they was like, yes. I was like, damn.
Yo, they let him rock out. They let him just get his segment off.
They let him get his segment off, and then when they let him go, he said, well, should I be done here instead of returning it back? They said yes. And he got up out of there, man. And the way it read, I was thinking about one of these guys who does like these skits on Instagram, and he went to go get a used car, but his credit was bad. And then he was like, what can I get with a 400 credit score? And they was like, nothing. The hell out of here. He was like, can I use the front? And they was like, no, go out the back.
Go out the back.
Chill. Come on, man. He got the pivot, though. He got the pivot.
Yeah, he had to pivot, man.
They did him kind of Adrian, I know how you feel about RC, but they did him kind of nasty. That was kind of in the middle of a segment.
Middle of the segment is middle of the segment is nasty. Now, don't come back tomorrow. I get it, but middle of the segment, should I be done here? Yes.
And the segment he was on.
Yeah.
He was giving the Cowboys praise.
They let him know. Dang. Yeah, it sucked, man. That shit crazy, man.
What I guess we can start with T's and P's first. T's and P's.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? Everybody human, everybody go through it. Like T's and P's, hope he land, and all jokes aside, pivots well.
He's good. He's straight. That's the only reason why I can make fun of it, because I know he's good. I know he's good. I know Cam's good because both of them already have established platforms.
Yeah. Cam already said he good.
This is the time. This is the day and age where you don't need ESPN. You don't need ABC or any of those legacy corporations. Like, you can build your own from YouTube. Those guys already have the connections, so they can pull up. They can have an interview with somebody that ESPN is fighting for. You don't think Kyrie is willing to interview with one of those dudes over ESPN?
Yeah,
for sure.
To really get his opinion off. Same thing for LeBron. Like, that's the reason why, like, Shannon Sharp has shown everyone. Honestly, before Shannon Sharp, my dude, what's my guy name? Who used to work? Bill Simmons. Bill Simmons honestly set the blueprint. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't. You don't need legacy media to get your stuff off in this day and age.
Shout out Max Kellerman.
Same.
Man.
Yeah.
You got the pot over there with what's my man name? Blunt Roller 1 or 2. One of them over there.
Rich Paul.
Blunt Roller.
Oh yeah.
The Republican. No,
it's tough.
Coach, what are your thoughts on the layoffs?
I don't get into the drama, but what Cam Newton to me resonated. I posted in SLU. Shout out them about what he said, and it's pretty much what Adrian said. Like, he's thankful for the opportunity because he's able to. Hey, I was here for a minute. I made the connections I need to make. I'm appreciative for ESPN, but it's more so for the people that don't have an established platform. The only thing that I would say is, just from a human standpoint, I didn't even know it, to be let go in the middle. Like, that's income that, unless you're well established, that's just gone. So it puts into priority of, like, hey, make sure that you're not putting all your eggs in one basket.
No question about it.
Yeah, but even more so, or alongside of that, is what Adrian said, like, take the time. Hey, cool, I'm gonna be here for 6 months. Let me build my quote unquote clientele. Hey, how many times they mention 4th and 1? How many times they mention the pivot? And people can say what they want about Stephen A, but I don't think he's unaware that, hey, while you here, mention your stuff while you
no doubt
here.
Yeah. He's smart. For all the slander we give Stephen A, he's one of the most intelligent dudes in sports media.
Y'all seen Juice? Y'all remember in Juice when they're like, yo, Raheem dead. Somebody shot him. That's Stephen A. That was him. They fired RC. They fired him. I'm playing, man. I'm playing.
Yo, it's funny because in Juice, if you got the context behind that scene, it's hilarious.
It is, man.
Man, shout out Carl Ravitch.
Yeah, no, Baseball Tonight with the original cast.
That's in my outside top 5 of shows, man.
Carl Ravitch is unemployed, but I think, like what you said, Adrian, you hit it on the head. Just piggybacking off what you said, you don't need that platform no more.
No,
you don't need it. Look what, again, Bill Simmons, he started Grantland. After Grantland, he does The Ringer. Like, you got at Max Kellerman with the Game Over pod. People are kind of moving and grooving without the big corporations, podding and just content creation as a whole. I think RC gonna be good. The people that I don't think will be good will be like Carl. I feel for Carl Ravitch because Carl Ravitch has tenure there.
Yeah,
but he's been in the game long enough where you would hope that he got his stuff situated.
Facts,
you know what I'm saying?
A Bart Scott. I forgot Bart Scott got let go too. But Bart can always go to FS1. He can always go to FS1, cook food over there with Gonzo and Borat and
And shout out Charles Davis, man, from NFL Network.
Man, fuck Charles Davis. Fuck him.
Whoa.
Fuck Charles Davis.
I like Charles Davis, man.
Nah, man.
He's cool.
He's been ruining Madden commentary for about 15 years. 15 years. They just added the new commentary. Fuck Charles Davis. Brad, what did you think of the layoffs before we move on, man?
It's always unfortunate when you hear somebody losing their position. I mean, it's just like that thing is, that capitalism thing. I'm pretty sure those layoffs had something to do with some money, maybe trying to please some shareholders. in terms of, kind of saving, cutting costs, maybe taking some of those top tier contracts or, different things of that nature. Because, I'm not going to say on this episode, there's some people that should have been fired.
Nah. We talk right here on Pushing Narratives. Go ahead and talk right.
I mean, listen.
Fam.
Hey, I'm a fan of the WNBA.
Uh-oh.
They can pack that whole shit up, Joe. That whole
shit. Nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
It. Okay, see, I was
not doing that.
Respect.
What's homie name? What's homie name?
Hey,
Whack 100 voice. We're not doing that.
Listen, I'm a fan.
Don't do Cheney like that. Don't do Cheney
on Google Quay like that.
Yeah, don't do her like that.
Oh man, I don't even want to sound sexist, but they just fare better on the NBA shows.
Yeah, I see why you said that. I see why you said I got you, big dog.
Because Cheney, she does really well on the NBA countdown shows and different things like that, and Andrea Carter and different
Yeah, to me, they're better when they come on as guests. Shout out to what's the red chick from Georgia? Adrian, you'll know. She be with the three.
Yeah.
Who? Andrea Carter or
Janae, Andrea, but she's the lead. You know what I'm talking about.
Elle
Duncan.
That's it. Elle. Yeah.
She to me was carrying Sports Center at 6 p.m. and then she came on First Take, and then I think Brad is saying it like without saying it, like they're not getting the tick, so to speak, of. So you got to put them on shows where they can shine, because they know their stuff. It's just you with the WNBA, you're not really getting that.
It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix now.
Shout out to Summer Princess.
And
shout out to her, man.
She's
She's tuned
in too.
Shout out to you.
Yep, 100%.
She's a great moderator.
Good personality.
Somebody else that I like on ESPN, young lady by the name of what's her name?
Christine.
Not Mina Kynes.
Adrian, we're not. The Knicks correspondent. Young
shout
lady,
out to Zakri, Monica McNutt. He gonna know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
I like Monica.
Yeah,
me
too.
Yeah. Me too. I'm a huge fan.
They need to move her up. You know what I mean? She repped the brand.
Man, she employed by them, but
she employed by them. Who's y'all correspondent?
We don't need one. We don't need one. Wimby, that's who our correspondent is.
Okay,
NBA
shout out.
2K.
Wait a minute. Yeah. Hold on. Round of applause for your man. Round of applause. No hate from me, coach. No hate.
Because I'm sitting on some ether.
Oh, what you sitting on? Go ahead.
You know what the internet is saying though.
Okay. Hey, do I got
Oh, the Gilbert Arenas shit?
Nah, I got 35 seconds.
You got 35 seconds.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Anybody who say Wemby should not be on the cover, I don't want to hear you. Don't talk to me. Don't look at me. Don't even look at the pod. Look at it, and when you see this, cut it off for 26 seconds. No, how you gonna sit here and say Jalen Brunson should be on the cover? Do you know Shea was on it before that? Tatum, shout out to Brad, was on it in 2025. There has never been an NBA winner before Shea since 2016. A current.
That's a fact.
Bro,
that's a fact.
There hasn't been an NBA Finals MVP on the cover from 16 with Steph until Shea last year.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody who talking about, bro, Devin Booker was on there at one point. Luka, before he got to the finals, was on there.
They had to go dig up Derrick Rose.
Paul George was on there in 2017.
What's left of him?
So, like, bro, let's not do that to Wemby. I already told y'all the hate. I told y'all last year the hate was coming. It's here.
No, it ain't for me. Coach, listen, you can look on my timeline.
No.
You can look on my timeline. I only celebrated him getting the cover. I was not one of those people that said that Brunson should be on the cover. I am a firm believer in a 2K cover curse. So I don't want him on the cover. That's one. And two, He don't play against us no more right now. He don't. He don't. So my hate for Wemby, I show him nothing but love now. Love and light.
You was a contributor, so you still in that.
Yo, Tatum did tear his Achilles after he's on 2K,
yes,
huh?
He did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
But
love and light to all involved. Love and light to the Spurs. Love and light to Wemby. I nothing but love for me this coming season for Wemby. I'm gonna enjoy playing 2K with him on the cover because it's fuck Derrick Rose. So I'm gonna get the Wemby cover. You know what I mean?
Hey, the Rose hate.
We
don't need to get that Caitlin Clark. Maybe I shouldn't say that here.
Nah, we don't need that one. We don't need that.
Yeah, we don't need that.
No.
That should have been if my casual ass, that should have been who's the young lady? Hey, that should have been Asia. That should have been Paige.
She was just on it.
That should have been Paige. That should have been Camila Cardosa. That should have been what's old girl from Minnesota that's cooking?
Yeah,
Olivia Miles.
Olivia Miles.
Olivia.
Yeah. I can't wait till her basketball card come out.
Bro,
Fee from Minnesota too.
Yeah.
Like I'm a casual, but I tap in a little bit. Shout out Nick. Nick be put me on.
Yeah. Shout out to Paige Buckets for being a player that the WNBA tried telling us that Caitlin Clark was.
Man, Paige.
Well, that's because Paige missing time too, and they tried to like prop up Caitlin Clark.
Yeah,
it was Paige. She got hurt, and then they.
That's
exactly what it was. Paige was hurt. She came back, and she was probably about 85%, and then now she be balling.
But the real no,
it's Paige. I mean, it's neither one of them. It's Juju.
Not yet.
It's Juju
around the corner.
I was about to say we got to see, and we're gonna talk about consistency tonight.
Are we?
Yeah,
hold on. Wait a minute, Brad. We got a Celtics fan in attendance tonight. Hold on. Wait a minute. We need you to answer for this shit. It was either going to be you or Jeffrey. So shout out Jeffrey. He just had a birthday.
Jeffrey.
Happy birthday to him.
Shout out Jeffrey.
So Brad, fuck going on over there in Boston?
Shout out Jeffrey, man. Me and Jeffrey argue more than me and Jada do behind the scenes. Me and Jeffrey be in the DMs going at it. We're in the DMs going at it. Man, honestly, it's a little bit of everything that what people think it is. It's the money, it's the outspokenness. I think it's kind of like the underlining not necessarily the city of Boston, because the city has embraced Jaylen Brown, but I think that kind of, that culture of underlying racism, which has affected Jaylen Brown. I don't think that I know everybody's saying Peyton Pritchard gonna be Jaylen Brown. I don't think
we had this conversation too, Brad. Me and you.
I just think that nigga's just gonna take mad shots, and he's gonna be good.
He's gonna be a chucker.
I mean that's basically it. I think they're just kind of seeing how Tatum is gonna bounce back a full season from that Achilles, and then they're gonna go from there. The Celtics are getting ahead of something that the CBA has effed these teams up for. There's a 4-year window to win. And this is why draft picks have become more valuable. Because if you can hit on your draft picks within that first 4 years, and you can get some great talent on those rookie deals, them rookie re-ups.
San Antonio hit that.
That's why San Antonio is everybody's favorite within the next couple of years to win. That's how Oklahoma City was able to win. That's how Boston was able to get that chip off and then dump after from the apron, right? They couldn't run it back, so they was like, let's dump. So that's why those 4 years is important, and we're going to see this again. Until they change that CBA, it's going to be these 4-year windows. Jaylen Brown was going to get $75 million.
Damn. Sheesh.
A year. Jaylen Brown. I got mad love for Jaylen Brown. And the money says 75, but when you talking about like 75 million, I'm thinking like a Wimby-esque, somebody who got like 12 to 15 years in them. You know what I'm saying? Going to be dominating headlines, different things of that nature. You know, Jalen's going north of 30 years old and 75 million. Even Donovan Mitchell, he's going to be making $75 million here pretty soon.
Bag.
And Donovan Mitchell got hella game. He's a bucket, but when you're talking that kind of money, you know, I think it was just easier to get Paul George in, let Paul George be complimentary. You can dump that contract next season. People are going to be looking for expiring contracts, whatever the case may be, right? Paul George got 2 years left, or if Paul George decided to take the player option and sign in for lower money, then you could bring in, you know, some other pieces to put around Tatum. But I just think Boston is kind of resetting. I know it was like a shock to everyone. It was a shock to me. I'm not even going to hold you, because I was like, man, the longer this going, I was like, Jaylen Brown ain't going nowhere.
Yep.
I said it to you. I was like, man,
yes,
he ain't going nowhere. It's all fluff, and they just talking, and they need a headline for the summer.
Shout out Summer Princess.
And then, you know, he's better to hey, if that's what people think, then, you know, that's what people think. I think that Jaylen Brown is a phenomenal player. What I think people don't realize and look at,
I don't know who this is, but they said that Brad Stevens changed their mind. So
yeah, well, look, my thing is this with Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown's a phenomenal player. He's very explosive around the rim. He is an elite, tough shot maker, right? But I think what people don't realize is how playing with Tatum helps Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown is one of the better ISO scorers in the game, which means you kind of negate his responsibility to facilitating and getting guys open.
Damn.
He can play that type of game freely.
So what you saying, Brad? You saying that Brown only gets those looks because he's playing alongside Tatum?
No, I just think they work well together. They are like Kobe and Shaq, not from an accolade standpoint, but from the standpoint of they work so well together, because Jalen allows Tatum to do what he do, and Tatum allows Jalen to do what he do. That's why Jalen can take over a game late, right? And be an ISO. You got people sagging off on Tatum. Tatum's rebounding. We're getting an outlet. We're in transition. Or Tatum's facilitating. He can kick back in a corner, and Jaylen Brown can take over the game and get you the buckets you need. So I think they work well. Getting Paul George back, I wasn't a fan of it. That was
weird.
Nobody's going to convince me like, oh, this is a good trade and this is going to happen, this is going to happen. And it's just like, I think Paul George would be serviceable, but as far as what Brad Stevens and Bill Chisholm said, they weren't on the same page.
Nope, I said that too. They weren't.
Brad Stevens sounded a little bit more authentic. I thought he was full of shit, but he sounded a little bit more authentic when he was talking about the numbers and different things like that, and, you know, having a tough conversation. I ultimately wish, I don't know what happened, but I wish Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum would have sat down and talked to each other and be like, yo, this is what we trying to do.
Who knows if they did? They might have.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think they did.
It don't seem, yeah, I'm with Jada. It doesn't seem like they did, because you could kind of tell, right?
Tatum was over there like this.
Damn.
That's how it looks.
No. He was over there like that. But at the same time, you got to remember, beforehand, when the season ended, everybody was like, and this is where I fought Jaylen Brown. He could have been more vocal about this. People were like, oh, Jaylen Brown wants to be the number one option. He wants his own team and blah. That rumor, you could have like stopped that immediately.
You could have killed that. Yeah.
You could have killed that noise immediately and say, that's not what I said. I'm looking forward to be a Celtic, however it play out. You know what I'm saying? And then let the chips fall where they may. They left both of them left too many questions on the table and not enough answers. And then, you know, that was the spill out. And, you know, I watched the Celtics very closely. When you look at certain things, and you could tell them niggas weren't close. And I would say it while they were playing. I was like, man, I wish these niggas was a little bit cooler. You can tell the way the offense flows sometimes, like who's Tatum guy to hit up. When Jaylen Brown gets in the paint, and he picks up his dribble, who he's looking for. He's not looking for Tatum. Like, you can just, those are little things like, y'all niggas ain't in the gym together. Like,
you can't be cool. You got to be cool with a coworker, though. Like, if you're a coworker and you have good chemistry, do you have to be cool with them?
You don't have to be cool, but Kobe and Shaq had to understand. Like, when Kobe would go to the basket and two drop and collapse on Kobe, Shaq knew, okay, let me keep trailing. I'm about to get the ball from Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just knew, like, nothing Kobe did. Like, remember when Kobe did the crossover and then he go and he throw the lob up? I didn't see that coming, and neither did the cameraman. But Shaq knew it was coming, right? The cameraman was mad late on that oop. If you watched it in real time, the cameraman was mad late on that oop. But Shaq knew it was coming. It's just kind of that understanding you got to have with your teammate.
Hey,
I just think they was too nonchalant. But the East is going to be incredible this year, so I look forward to all of it.
Kawhi trade. Kawhi, come home.
It's dirty business in LA. That's why they're trying to sort through that real quick.
Hey, Bron Watch. Bron Watch. We can go over to Bron Watch real quick. You know how they had the Favre Watch several years ago? We got the Bron Watch. Reports say that he was gonna make his decision. I don't know how true this is, but this was according to The Athletic. LeBron was going to make his decision last week and was, quote unquote, irritated with Adam Silver rushing him in his decision, where now he is being a passive aggressive little bitch and keeping it in until, coach, you got to call it how you see it. This is passive aggressive.
No, so I'll get on you for being a hater and a denigrator. But I'm an objective person when it comes to LeBron. If that report is true, shame on LeBron. That where all the narcissistic behavior you're validating. Like, bro, you're saying I didn't like the way that y'all putting pressure. Bro, the man said what he said. Rick, you want to say what you want to say about Adam Silver. He stated a fact. Hey, we can't make this, so we waiting for him to make it. Maybe he shouldn't have said it, right? Come on, LeBron.
Yo, if whoever this nigga is, I gotta hit the gong for this nigga right here. Like, that was funny.
That
was funny.
all I'm saying is we're past that point now. This whole thing with the Heat and maybe they PRs, like. I wonder if that was a place, and now he like, again, if the Athletic report is true, if he gonna say, well, I ain't going to Miami now. Now when it's like, bro, can you just make a decision? Last week, I was saying, hey, take the time you want. Now we at that stage of, come on, bro.
I told you he's gonna drag it. I said we're not gonna get none until a little before Labor Day.
Listen,
and we can't act like he don't. I won't say his career is not worthy of him not saying, hurry up, let me make a decision. But if you're doing all this passive aggressive, I want to control the narrative. I've been one of the ones that have said, SLU, LeBron likes to control the narrative. You can't do that. And last thing I'll say real quick, Brad, if he don't go to Cleveland, now you are tarnishing your legacy. At this point, 2 weeks ago, I wouldn't have said that. Now, because now you're giving hope to Cleveland once again,
right? Just
to go back to Miami, bro.
You gonna shit on them?
Listen,
PTSD.
I'm in full agreement with LeBron needs to go to Cleveland. I'm in disagreement with this. You guys know, true blue Tatum fan, LeBron deserves all the time he needs. I'm going to tell you why. LeBron, when this story is done, it will be the greatest sports story in history. It's going to be up there with some of the all-time greats. And I get it. He's dragging it out for the documentary, which, by the way, timestamp this. The LeBron documentary will be the greatest sports documentary we have ever seen in our life.
Over the last dance?
Absolutely.
I get what Brad is saying.
LeBron has been recorded since he was 13 19 years old. He's going to spend 24 years in the NBA. Do you know how much footage, how many statements they got? Man, listen. LeBron has had so many lives in the NBA, but
lives, Lives,
Lives, Lives.
I mean lives too.
I mean, listen, it is what it is with that. But I'll say this: let him take his time. If he's going to Cleveland, if he don't go to Cleveland, if he go to Golden State, folks are gonna be looking at LeBron wild funny. If he go to Miami, folks are gonna be looking at LeBron wild funny. There's only one way to finish the story. Everybody is anticipating it. You return to Cleveland. And listen, I'm rooting for a Tatum MVP, but if LeBron goes to Cleveland and they can make a run, bruh.
A who MVP?
You root for Tatum.
You already know. Hey, you might as well go ahead and send that and a DPOY to San Antonio.
Low key, man. Look, angry Wemby. Listen, I make jokes on here, but I'm angry Wemby. We're gonna have to deal with that.
I'm sorry, Brad.
Wemby, listen, and that's the thing. Everybody's like, they're anticipating to get gift wrapped to Wemby, but I'm gonna say this: if Tatum can do 31, 9, and 7, if Brunson continues and New York get that number 1 seed next year, if San Antonio comes back and they get the number 1 seed next year, if Jokic gets on a tear, if Luka, you know what I mean? It's a lot of
another custody battle.
It's a lot of compelling stories there. What if LaMelo and Ant just explode in Minnesota, right? And they're like this offense we've never seen before, and they're fun, and they got all these sneakers and all these sound bites. It's gonna be a lot going on next season, man. I'm gonna
ride with my guy for MVP, and that's that. I'm gonna ride for Jalen Brunson for MVP.
He can't even get 2K covers.
That's all he needs. That's all he needs. All he needs on the mantle is that regular season MVP. He got the finals MVP. Now he needs the regular season MVP.
That's the one you want right there.
That's the one you want.
That's the one you want.
Adrian, you have, this is kind of commented on the comments / talk right. Go ahead, man. Before we get into these rankings.
Oh.
I'm gonna go ISO for a quick second. Talk to
sir.
And then in the comments, the chat, I want y'all to say either I'm talking right or I'm talking to be talking. And talking
Celtics fans infiltrated the chat.
Yeah, they're definitely in there. They're definitely shout out to Eric. All right, so this is my deal. I'm a lifelong. That's Eric. Yeah.
Salute to Eric. Salute to him for tapping in.
I'm a lifelong pro wrestling fan. Grew up watching it. That's always been one of my favorite endeavors or whatnot. I've traveled for shows, did like 8 straight years of traveling wherever WrestleMania was. So I'm an invested fan. Hell, I've been on podcasts talking wrestling. I've been a part of pro wrestling podcasts. I'm still a part of a pro wrestling podcast. I'm locked in. But fellas, I'm gonna be honest. Wrestling ain't wrestling like it used to. And it's kind of losing me. In fact, it's kind of in the dumps. The shit stink. And it's a lot of people to blame. Of course, we're going to say, Triple H over there at WWE, Tony Khan at AEW. I'm done slandering them. The crowd that I want to talk to is the wrestling is for everyone crowd. And y'all know these fans. Y'all know these fans. These are the fans of this person deserves this because they've been wrestling for all this time. They deserve a championship because they've been wrestling for over a decade. They don't deserve shit. I'm sorry. Because they get a check. That's it. These are the same wrestling fans that say, we need more women's matches. Cool. They look nice. A number of them wrestling good, but come on, man. Let's really talk about the business. People, the most important factors of pro wrestling, I think pro wrestling has lost the plot on. Attendance, ratings. to these fans, and I honestly think to the people in the decision-making positions, they've lost the plot on that. We've went from an era of giants in a literal superhero era to a skinny fat era where champions look like recovering meth heads.
Oh shit! Oh, this nigga talking.
We've went from promos like Austin 316 to chants of "You deserve it, you deserve it" to some washed wrestler that shouldn't even be out there. But because y'all propped them up and said they deserve it, this is where we are. This is where we are. We've gotten to the point where guys used to look intimidating. We all know wrestling is predetermined. Guys used to actually look tough, intimidating. We've went from that to don't body shame this wrestler. Don't body shame that wrestler. They're trying their best. We've went from paying attention to sold out Madison Square Garden, going crazy when Real American hits, to people cheering for people that shouldn't even be on TV. They shouldn't be around. They shouldn't be around.
Eddie Kingston.
And those same fans go to Cage Match and put 5 stars up. The business is in the dumps, y'all. SummerSlam has back-to-back nights. Cool. They haven't even hit 30,000 on either night. And while WWE may claim record gates and all that, it's only because of inflation and ticket prices. And mind you, do y'all know that AEW has a pay-per-view this weekend?
I don't watch that little shit.
Nobody talking about it. Bro, nobody's talking about it online. I'm tapped in online. It's more people talking, slandering what WWE is doing, laughing, pointing, than even mentioning this pay-per-view.
That's the bar. That's the bar right there.
So
the bar tonight right there.
So I get it. History. I mean, pro wrestling has a long history of racism, misogyny, all of that stuff. I get it. I understand it. And let's continue to work together to call this stuff out. But I'm at that point where we need to bring back gatekeeping because I'm tired of hearing Stuttering Dave trying to talk to me about ring work and rope work and all this stuff when none of that shit draws. Our kids won't know anything about it. They don't care anything about it. Nobody cares about that shit, man. Nobody cares about that. Everybody was locked in on pro wrestling when Hogan was out there. That man had a super mediocre moveset and a lame-ass leg drop, and people were locked the fuck in on Hulk Hogan. Ultimate Warrior couldn't walk and talk at the same time.
That's a fact.
But people were locked in. The only wrestlers that were really, really cooking like that was Macho, Brett, and Shawn. And all three of them had to wait their turn until Hogan got tired with pro wrestling. Like, what are we talking about? Bring back gatekeeping. Y'all move to the side. Y'all nerds move to the side. Let's get back to some real wrestling. And I'll finish at this because I'm not all doom and gloom. There are positives. When I see the presence and the reaction from the crowd of Obafemi, I'm encouraged. When I hear about the promos on Wednesday with MJF, I'm encouraged. Notice I said when I hear about it because I'm not watching that shit. I'm not wasting my goddamn time watching just wrestling. Wrestling is not good enough.
Oh my God.
I'm encouraged when I see the reaction from fans of Jade, good or bad. That's important. That draws to the business. That makes more money for the business. I got plenty of people that are invested in pro wrestling. I know promoters, I know wrestlers. I want all of them to succeed, but we got to be honest. This wrestling is for everyone has damn near killed the business. So y'all tell me in the chat, am I talking to be talking or am I talking right?
From what I see here, man, a lot of talking, a lot of talking right.
You spitting.
You spitting.
AEW got, man.
Lenzo tapped in. Shout out Lenzo.
What up,
$50 pay-per-views got to stop, baby. We in 2026, man. You charging niggas $50 to watch 6 hours of wrestling? You bugging.
Dog, remember the days of us going to a friend's house who ordered the pay-per-view, or if you were the lucky kid to host that stuff. Now we've went from that to watching clips on YouTube. We don't even watch the shows. We watch clips. Come on, man. Pro wrestling, get it together, bro.
Coach.
As the only one on here who's not a wrestling connoisseur, bro. I remember in high school, no matter who you asked, everybody, 90% of people knew who The Rock was, knew who Stone Cold was, knew who Undertaker was, so on and so forth. My wife knows Sting. Like, you know, so I don't know. I can't speak to the nuance, like, so I leave that to y'all. But dog, that was talking right. And unfortunately, as I'm learning, like, this is still ongoing. My wrestling tour stopped at 2004, and I've seen it grow. I'm like, man, this is a movement. But you don't hear people. Maybe I'm just not in those circles, but you don't hear people talk about. You say, "Hey, who is Obafemi?" You ask.
You would like him. You would like Obafemi.
Like Adrian know who based
Trick.
on looks. Yeah, Trick.
We love Trick.
But it reminds me of whatever. So I'll leave that there. That was fire.
Yeah, that was you. It was a curveball because I thought it was gonna be sports related. So when you said, I was like, oh, he about to let the chopper sing.
Yeah,
he about to let the chopper sing. Coach, to correlate it to sports, this is the analytics nerds in basketball versus the ball knowers. That's what Adrian is pointing out in wrestling.
So has
work rate and shit like that.
Can I ask y'all this? And I know we got to move on. Has it, Adrian, or what you saying, and Brad and Los, has it got too popular, or is it too many?
I think the wrong people are in positions,
including
Triple H.
Yeah, they got the Saudis.
That and you know, Los brought up analytics, and it's kind of like one of these things where, like, take analytics for who? Analytics has always been there, but it's what the people do with them that make them nasty. You know what I'm saying?
Push a narrative.
And that's the thing with wrestling, right? There's certain things and elements and components that always been around for wrestling, but it's that mob of people that takes it and make it nasty, like talking about the attendance. When as wrestling fans, we kind of really didn't care about attendance like that. Or you're talking about the demographics. Who won the demographics this time? How many tickets were released, and how many were comp tickets, and how many was this, and who's a draw and who's not. And I'll be honest, over the years, I was a part of, like, you know, I would pull in the analytics and I would do certain things, but now I just fell back because I'm not in the business. I don't have no plans of being in the business of nothing, of hoop or not. And I just enjoy it the best way I know how to enjoy it. And that's it. Because anything else will steal your joy of, you know, the profession you love, the sports you love, and things of that nature.
Yeah.
That's good.
For dope salvo, dope soliloquy, Adrian. Like, I look forward to this being a regular segment. Don't let me get my hands on this talk right segment. Don't let me get my hands on it. Ooh, there is something but I'm gonna make a separate video tomorrow or over the weekend about it. Gilbert Arenas, fuck you. We gonna talk. We gonna talk. Top 5 wide receivers. Let's get to the meat and potatoes. If y'all don't mind, I would like to set it off. Cool. Hold on, let me see. Do these stamps correctly? Mine's a quick. It's pretty run of the mill for me. Number 1, no order. I'm not gonna do no order. I don't want to. If y'all want to do an order, y'all can, but it's too dangerous to do an order for me, so I'm not gonna do an order. Number 5, We're gonna start from the bottom. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Actually, no. Let's swap. Justin Jefferson. And the reason he's number 5 is because his QB play affected his play. So they interviewed him today, and he said that he got a chip on his shoulder because they ranked Jamar in front of him going into the year, and he's angry. So I want to see a motivated Justin Jefferson. You got Kyler Murray up there. They can kind of use each other. They can kind of use each other. I'm going to put you on, and you're going to put me on back, and we can go from there. Number 4, Amon-Ra St. Brown. You want to talk about consistency, Brad. Amon-Ra is consistent. He's been the main guy there for Jared Goff. I don't see that changing for nothing. Quite honestly, I think he can reach another notch. I think he can reach another level. I think we haven't even scratched the surface for what he's capable of. And he's been in the league for a grip. Number 3. This is where it gets a little, because I want to put him number 1, but the 2 ahead of him just cooked food last year. Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase was wilding with whoever they had starting under center. Joe Burrow, Joe Flacco, what's my man, Browning? They had him, Jake Brown, and he was, hey, who over there? Cool. I got it. Don't worry. Like, business as usual. Healthy Burrow with a healthy line. I mean, we can kind of see the writing on the wall of what this season gonna look like for Jamar again. Consistency. Number 2, Jackson Smith and Jigba. 1,793 yards, offensive player of the year, and a Super Bowl. He was Sam Darnold's main guy. The pride of Ohio State. Ohio State is turning into wide receiver U, but we're not gonna get into that. We're not gonna get into that.
I think me and Adrian on the same page.
Everybody, I was like,
one of y'all gonna say LSU, and the other one's gonna say
no,
it's LSU.
LSU. Okay.
And I'm a USC fan. I mean,
who USC? Who USC?
Drake London.
Drake London, St. Brown.
Pittman. Yeah.
I forgot about Pittman. That's the third.
They got some.
We got Jacoby Lane and Malachi Lemon in the league too.
That's my guy. It's gonna be my guy. Puka Nacua, Pokemon number 1. 129 catches, 1,700 yards, 10 touchdowns, led the NFL in efficiency and impact metrics, and he earned the highest PFF receiving grade in 2025. Main guy for Matt Stafford. Barring injury, barring any distractions, as you know, we've seen in the offseason with him, I think he's due for another big year. I mean, he gave us 129. Probably give us a 140, perhaps. And then are we gonna do the fringe player after? Or
yeah, let's do that after.
Right, so that's my 5.
Cool. That's a good 5. Guess first, Brad.
All right. So at number 5, I actually went Puka. And the reason why I went Puka at 5 is just because, not that he's not highly skilled, just because he's going into his 4th year, 3rd or 4th year?
4th.
Fourth year? 4th. So we are going to see he's trending in the direction of he's going to be one of those top receivers every year. Again, like I said, we were going to talk about consistency. We're going to do that. And my number 4, I thought I was going to be the only person to say it, but Lo said it. Amon-Ra St. Brown, right? When Matt Stafford got traded from Detroit to the Rams, that looked like a stinky trade for Detroit. Like, it was like, hey, Detroit got Goff and, these unknown pieces. And here comes St. Brown, who, at SC, he was super explosive. We knew about him, not really much of the nation may have knew about him, but St. Brown has been absolutely consistent for Detroit. Makes tough catches, makes clutch catches, make clutch plays for Detroit. So for that reason, I put him at number 4. Number 3, I got to go with CeeDee Lamb. I mean, I know a lot of people. Hey man, say what you will, man. CeeDee got a little sauce, man. I rocks with CeeDee, and when he's on, he is on, man. Monday night, or if you, I know y'all can attest to this. When you got fantasy, when you playing fantasy football and you playing against CeeDee, and he ain't getting up for 3 weeks, then he had him that one game where that joker got 188 yards and 2 touchdowns, and you just like he always reminds you like. He's that dude.
CD was over there.
Yeah, he always reminds you he's that dude. Number 2, I went with Justin Jefferson. Unlike Los, I didn't penalize Justin Jefferson for not having consistent quarterback play. I actually think that's a nod to him, right? If you're able to at least get 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and you got guys coming in and out of that quarterback room, and not top guys. Imagine if he played with a Stafford, or if he played with a Drake May or a Bo Nix or one of these guys who can get him the rock, right? Then this is a whole different story. But when you posed the question earlier, I was just looking at the stats and I was like, whoa, this dude still got 1,000 yards? Like, because I drafted him in fantasy.
He's like that.
I was like, yo, he wasn't doing nothing for me. So I got Justin Jefferson too. And then number 1, I gotta go Jamar Chase, man. This dude is box office, man. He is a box office wide receiver, no matter who is throwing them the rock. This guy was in the Super Bowl, his rookie year or second year?
Rookie
year. And man, yo, I'm a huge fan of Ramsey, man. And he had Ramsey in a kerfuffle in the Super Bowl, man. I mean, yo.
If he don't get that sack.
Look, I was about to say, if Aaron Donald does not get that sack, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap, man. Jamar Chase could be around here with a Nike tennis shoe now if he would have caught that. He would have had a Nike sneaker if he would have caught that. What's up?
2 pushbacks.
Okay.
2 pushbacks. My first pushback is on CD, right? I know it's his list. I know. CD Lamb last year had a drop rate of 6.8. Now, his yearly average is from 2.3 to 3.4. And mind you, the drops that he had were game killers. So I mean,
that happens. You gotta
George Pickens kind of deboed that spot from CD. And then my other pushback is you said Justin Jefferson got to 1,000 no matter who was throwing him the ball. But then do you see that Jamar Chase had 3 different QBs throwing him the ball, and he still kind of exceeded those numbers?
That's why I got him number 1. That's why I got him number 1, because he did.
I'm
that.
just saying,
he was able to do it at a more elite level. But yo, I don't know if anybody else was paying close attention to JJ McCarthy this year. But that
9.
Absolutely,
we call him 9 over here.
That shit stank.
Yo, he's dog. He sucked. And then when they subbed him out, they subbed him out for somebody even worse.
Carson Wentz.
He got hurt, and they had to put McCarthy back in. And now he's over there with Kyler Murray, and I'm
man.
Come
That's
on,
what I'm saying. They're gonna feed off each other. There's 2 legacies, right? Maybe not so much Jefferson, but Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray has a chance to control the narrative.
Man, about to.
He has a chance to control the narrative here.
He's gonna have a good year.
They're gonna ride with each other. Hey, you got me, and I got you. Let's get this Pro Bowl. Let's get this all pro together.
I'm glad you stopped that with maybe not JJ,
maybe not Jefferson. No.
Because that was about to be talking right there.
No. Maybe not him. But you know what I'm saying? Just coming off the last year, it's not standard for Justin Jefferson. That's not standard for him.
But considering the odds he had to overcome, you're like, Like, yo, McCarthy was terrible, bro. Like,
yeah, he was ass, man.
I had to trade Justin Jefferson. The first great game Justin Jefferson had, I had to trade him off namesake and the fact that he had that game because I was like, yo, it's all downhill from here. Like, we're not getting to anymore. Hey, shout out to my guy Mel. I was able to get a great trade because I think he had one great game week 3 where he had like 130 yards and a touchdown, and I let him go. Soon as he had that game, it hurt me, but I was just like, yo, there's no way. There was no way. And I was right, man. He was.
Coach.
All right. Yeah, boys. Jamar Chase, and if I'm being honest, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, number 2. Based on the eye test, I don't care what nobody say. Justin Jefferson is the best wide receiver in the league, and I'll debate that till the cows come home. As of this point, now the thing that separates him is his quarterback, and you can say what you want, Los, about the 3 he had, but he had a guy who was the best quarterback in the Browns quarterback room for a while. He also had Jake Browning, who he has rapport with. People don't know that.
Nasty man on paper is the best QB over there.
But I'm saying throwing that rock, he was the best quarterback.
He was.
Jake Browning has rapport with people don't know that. He plays the Jaguars every time and just destroys them. But as far as just what Brad said, yeah, he had 2 touchdowns, Justin Jefferson, but the dude was also hurt some games. To still eclipse 1,000 yards with that quarterback play, and he don't have the caliber of quarterbacks that what's the name has had. I still think, but I'm gonna go Jamar, I'm gonna go Justin, just based on being a baller, and I don't think he's better than the other 4, maybe even 7 dudes I could name. But Puka's got to be number 3, just because he produces.
All right, Eric.
I would also say the only reason that I'm hesitant on Puka is because I've seen Cooper Flagg do the same thing, and that's not knocking.
Elaborate.
I know exactly where
Triple Crown winner, white dude who's not great at anything but good at everything. I'm just being real.
Scheme fits or scheme fits.
So that's what I'm saying. I would, which you won't see. I want to see Puka in a different system before I'm like, oh, he's legit. But based on his production, I'll put him 3. My next 5 is going to coincide with last week's. I had Dak as my top 5 player. I got George and CD as 4 and 5. I think that offense is going to be crazy this year. And you can mention the drops with CD, but I also see this man play with a bum shoulder all year and still produce. Before George got there, it was CD.
It was CD by himself.
And Adrian, I've been talking to Adrian since Pickens got drafted, and I was like, I want the Jaguars, and he's like, he would be the one. And we knew what he could do with Pittsburgh, but whatever. We know what he can do. We need to get his mind right, but I think he's got a point to prove because he won't be in Dallas after next year. So
I hope
I think those 2. There's other people that I don't want to steal nobody thunder that I could put in just to close this. LSU is wide receiver, bro. The only reason Neighbors ain't in there is because he's coming off a knee injury.
We're gonna talk about Neighbors in a minute.
Okay, well, that's my 5.
I like that. All right. Top 5. Starting with number 5, wide receiver out of Dallas, George Pickens. George Pickens is the best wide receiver out of Dallas, hands down. We saw what he can actually do with a solid quarterback play. And in fact, Dak had a really good season, and it was largely because he had George on the outside. George averaged like 16 yards per catch. Like, that's big. That's more than a number of the guys that we mentioned. Mon St. Brown, same thing for CD Lamb. George almost had double digits touchdowns, but he's only started like 15 games for Dallas. So we're about to see a George Pickens that's actually motivated. He's in a contract year We know how Jerry Jones gets down. He makes you have like 2 back-to-back prove it years before I actually open up the bag. That's his game plan. That's what it's been. That's what it's been with Emmett. That's what it was with Michael Irvin. That's what we saw with Dak Prescott. That's what we saw with Ezekiel.
Yeah.
And we're going to see it with George also. So
all the black stars.
I mean, you know,
I didn't see that with Sean Lee.
Hey,
or Tony Romo.
I ain't gonna
or
say
Jason Witten.
I've already thrown that claim around multiple times. Cowboys fans will agree with me.
We seen the picture. Remember the picture of him in the rally when he was younger? We've seen it. We know how Jerry get down.
So George is in a contract year. Basically, he's gonna ball up. George is a top 5 wide receiver, a true X receiver in the league. Is number 5 George Pickens. Hey, I haven't been wrong yet on it. Number 4 is Puka. Puka is one of my favorites. He puts up numbers, man. He puts up numbers. He's consistent. He's tough as hell. They use him anywhere and everywhere on the field. I just love the way he plays the game. And they're going to have another successful year, I would say. As long as those guys, like we all said, as long as they're healthy, they're going to cook food. Number 3 for me is the Offensive Player of the Year, JSN, man. Balled out. I think JSN is the best wide receiver to come out of Ohio State. He was my favorite. Had a hell of a year, hell of a season. Unlocked something with Darnold that could be very dangerous and got a ring for it. And Offensive Player of the Year, even though his name wasn't on the trophy like it should have been. Number 3, JSN. Number two for me is Jettas, man. Justin Jefferson. He was my number 1 last year. And he's been my number 1. I want to say the past 2 times we've done this. The only reason why I've knocked him below in favor of his former LSU teammate is quarterback play. I think that Kyler Murray is good enough to get some good production out of Jettas this year. JJ was awful. He was dog shit. Like, we got to be honest.
Thank you, Adrian.
Kyler's capable. We've seen Pro Bowl play out of that guy. We've seen him make it in the playoffs. He's capable. He's a capable player. And that's the best.
These 2 bail bondsmen over here.
That's the best offensive staff that Kyler Murray could ever have in this is a pivotal year for him, because if he stinks it up, it's over with. It's over with. So this is a golden opportunity. We've seen it before. We saw it with Sam Darnold. They unlocked something with Sam, and he was cooking food. Baker. We saw it with Kirk Cousins for multiple years of him cooking food. Like, they do this. This is the best quarterback coach situation for him.
Kevin O'Connell.
Yeah, right. And number 1, obviously, it's got to be Jamar. I hate it because I'm a Ravens fan, but Jamar's the best in the business for me. No matter who's throwing the ball, he's the man. He's the best. He's the best in the league for me.
Shout out AJ Brown too. Shout out AJ Brown.
Shout out AJ.
Fuck that nigga. Fuck that nigga. Fuck that nigga.
GP. I had George Pickens there too.
Yeah.
Fuck him and fuck New England.
Oh, come on, man.
Hey, real quick though. I just thought about when you talked about JSN is the best wide receiver. There's somebody who ain't in this, but I could see maybe I want to send nobody French player, Ibuka. Then you got Jeremiah Smith coming. Ohio State could claim that title.
If Jeremiah Smith is as good as what we've seen of him, you definitely got an argument. But you still got Malik Neighbors as your ex in New York. You still got Jamar in Cincinnati. You still got Jettas in Minnesota. I mean, I personally am gonna take those 3 to 4 guys over what. And you know, if he gets it together, like, it's multiple guys. I still think LSU is wide receiver you. But
I was gonna say, if Garrett Wilson comes along too, we kind of
they got guys that Ohio State. I can't even hold Ohio State. They put guys out every year, and they got
Mr. Popo.
Right, they unlock something with him.
Here's another sleeper too, and it's one of your guys, Jada. Man, I seen that boy Travis Hunter put in that work in.
You gotta pick a side. You gotta pick a side.
He been putting that work in, man. And
he needs
hey,
a wide receiver, man.
Listen,
wide receiver. He's
now
he's not gonna work in the league.
That kid's special, man.
I know that it kind of took, Baker, Jared Goff, a few guys that kind of just like hit that right stride. Man, if Trevor Lawrence and Hunter doing what they're supposed to do this season.
Hey, so can I go with the fringe then?
Yeah. Brad, was that your fringe?
No.
Oh no, that wasn't my fringe. My fringe was AJ Brown. That's why I said shout out to AJ Brown.
Okay.
I like that.
So then, Coach.
No, hey, Brad, just walk me right to it. I said the fringe quarterback would be Trevor, and a lot of that is contingent. Shout out to my coach, but also contingent on BTJ. I think we saw year one what he could do.
Yeah.
We don't know what happened last year. If Trevor has the year I think he's going to have, that means Brian Thomas Jr. has a 1,300-yard year, 7 touchdown year. And he's back in that convo of who's better, him or Malik. If I'm being unbiased, anybody would say Malik, but we can't act like Brian Thomas Jr. What in that do? So all I'm saying is my sleeper, my fringe quarterback goes to my fringe wide receiver, Brian Thomas Jr.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
My fringe wide receiver, I mean, he's already been mentioned here a couple times, Malik Neighbors. Malik Neighbors only played in 4 games last year. He was injured, missed the rest of the year. Torn ACL, I believe. From what I saw today, he's good to go for week 1, and he's ready for training camp. Yeah, he's off the pup list.
They showed him limping at a baseball game. That's why I was like, oh, for what?
He's off the pup list and ready for training camp. That's what they said. Year 1, Coach, you talked about BTJ's rookie year. Malik, but it got overshadowed because of what Malik did.
Right.
15 games, 170 targets, 109 receptions, over 1,200 yards, 7 touchdowns. I think he's gonna have a year like his rookie year, but also that's gonna unlock Dart too. Got high hopes for the Giants this year, man. And this is big coming from an Eagle fan. Mm-hmm. High hopes for the Giants this year. High hopes for Malik Neighbors. I think when we have this conversation next year, I think Malik Neighbors, barring health, will be on that list.
I ask?
Health, what's up?
No, just real quick. What you said, he's been injured 2 years in a row. I know last year was an AC, but I thought he had like concussion the first year.
I mean, he played in 13 out of 15 games. He started in 13, played in 15.
Okay, gotcha.
So I mean, it's not as much of a sample size as like last year where he kind of just ended abruptly after 4 games. I mean, ACLs are tricky though. I've never tore an ACL, but I mean, from the people that play and they tear ACLs and come back, that's something you got to be able to like cut. And if you can do that comfortably, if he can do that comfortably, big year coming from Malik Neighbors.
This normally takes a solid year of recovery, and then that second year you turn up.
Yeah, I was about to say, especially in football, it's a little bit different than hoop. Matter of fact, I'll give you a story. Malik Neighbors tearing his ACL is how I was able to get off Jefferson, because the guy I traded Jefferson to just lost Malik Neighbors. He preferred the explosive receiver, and I was able to get McCaffrey. And I had Bijan, and I went on a tear. I was like 10-4. I was like 10-4 after that. Like
both of them, jeez,
scamming like hell.
Because he panicked, and then I had Ashton Genty on the bench. I sent Genty, and I sent Justin Jefferson over. This is early in the season. And I sent it over for McCaffrey, and he was just like, I'm willing to do that deal. This is when everybody was still kind of high on Genty. You got to remember this early in the season.
Yeah, for sure.
And Justin Jefferson coming off a great game, and I was able to execute the trade. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a trade from him again this year.
And you airing it out. You airing the scam out, too. It
wasn't a scam.
Right.
Who's your French player?
I I went with AJ
Oh,
Brown.
AJ? Okay,
yeah,
okay.
I just think the level of consistency he's had, we've seen when he has a great quarterback, what he does. He was sensational at
Have we? I'm sorry.
yeah.
That was
Okay. Philly
that's
quarterback.
it.
Okay. He was sensational in Philly. And he did his thing in Tennessee. And Tennessee had, what was it, Tannehill, who was he was solid.
Yeah.
He wasn't,
We changed that broke nigga life.
So
he'll be motivated this year. He'll be motivated.
So I think he'll be motivated. I consider Drake London, but I don't. Atlanta, their QB situation is way too messy for me to even.
That's just Yeah, I mean that's a segue to my guy. I got Drake London. I love Drake London. I love what he brings to the game. I love what he brings to the game, and I like the wide receiver. And the reason why I'm putting him in the top 5 is all last year he was double teamed the entire season. Anybody who unfortunately watched Falcons games, he was double teamed the whole entire season. Now you actually have wide receivers on the other side that can actually open some things up. They drafted Zach Branch, put him in the slot to cook food. That's going to open up some things. And they signed. They signed, oh boy, dang, I forgot his name, man. He played for Philly for a quick second in Washington, I want to say.
Zacchaeus?
Yeah.
They brought back Zacchaeus, but it's another dude. The dude that got drafted when I said George Pickens should have been drafted. But anyway, I'm not even going to drag it out. But they actually made improvements in their wide receiver room in Atlanta, and I think that benefits. I think they benefit Drake London tremendously because he's a Pro Bowl player waiting to happen.
Yo, you can low
Jahad Dotson. That's it. That's who. Yeah. So now you can't just double team outright Drake London when you got Dotson 1-on-1 because he's gone. You got Zach Branch that's gonna get greasy.
Yo, you can put Branch in the backfield with Bijan too. And man, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
They just need a QB.
That's it.
There you go.
Year. That'll be next year.
I mean, worst. This is the part where
slander.
I forgot about
slander.
Oh,
worst wide receiver.
That's always my first one. Worst wide receiver going into the season. Gotta be Judy. It's gotta be Judy from Cleveland, man. He didn't lead the league in drops, but he was definitely in the top 5. And I'm definitely putting him there because he was just a bad teammate. I know last year was a frustrating situation with your quarterbacks and all that, but he's a pretty shitty teammate to Shador. And for that reason, I'm gonna put him as the worst wide receiver. You had an opportunity to just flat out be that guy, but instead you were pouting, complaining, and being an asshole when your quarterback was already having one of the worst lines in the league. So, like, he was just a bad teammate, and that's why I'm gonna put him as the worst wide receiver in the league.
I'll go next. Rashee Rice of the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, I fully expect him to bounce back if he stays out of trouble, but based off of last year, he is my worst pick for wide receiver. Had a league-leading 9.8% drop rate, the highest among receivers with over 50 targets. Had a respectable season stat-wise, but and you could have put a couple people in there. Judy is another one.
Yeah.
Him, BTJ, coach. I know he's gonna bounce back, but BTJ gotta be in that combo too. He's good. I expect BTJ to bounce back. I do. Him and Rashee Rice. I expect them to bounce back. But based upon last year, they're in the combo.
Okay. I'll go real quick. I wasn't prepared, so I'll just go with a division rival. Calvin Ridley. When have we seen Calvin Ridley be good in the last 3 seasons? Ever since before that. Like, he was supposed to be that dude next to Julio, and then gamble. And he came to Jaguars, did nothing, just like his number, 0, did nothing. Went to Tennessee, complained about not being a number 1 receiver, but you ain't giving him nothing. You dropping passes. Like, I'm not saying he's going to be out the league. I won't wish that on nobody. What I'm saying is that hype, gambling took that.
Yeah, that's fair point.
Segment sponsored by Prospects.
And that's 2 Alabama receivers we've mentioned, by the way.
Already. Good Lord.
Roll Tide.
I was about to say,
Roll Tide.
Listen, I got a third one for you.
Hey.
Good Lord.
Not only did this guy make me upset,
Eric gonna want to fight us, man.
He did. He had a terrible quarterback, but he still pissed me off. Jalen Waddle, man. Jalen Waddle, man. I
think he'll bounce back, bro. I think he'll bounce back.
I hope he bounces back, but I was in the playoffs in fantasy, and those weeks running back carries and their production decrease and different things like that. And man, I needed like maybe 2 points from Jalen Waddle, like 2 more points.
That's it.
We get 1 catch, 4 receptions, and then we get 1 point for a catch, and then we get 1 point for 10 yards. I'll never forget. They were playing Pittsburgh, and that was he was awful.
Roll Tide.
He was awful, man. He was just terrible. And I'm like, yo, Tyreek Hill ain't in. You about to eat. You about to have 77 yards and a touchdown. I'm going right on to the second round in the championship. Man, this dude did me so dirty, man. He's so bad. And we hope that Bo Nix resurrects his career. We hope.
But something with Bo, man.
We'll see.
I think he'll have a bounce back here.
Brad say he could have gave you 2 bubble screens and got that.
Or like an end around or something, bro.
Yo, one 10-yard catch and I'm out of here, bro.
One little end around, 5 yards.
And I'm out of here.
Bruh. Great list. Next week we're gonna do running backs. So
cool.
Adrian, Coach, get y'all running backs together.
I just know B-John better be number 1. He is the offense in Atlanta. He is the offense.
He the engine.
Wait, listen. When you said top 5 receivers, I almost put Bijan at 5 because
that's how it is.
That dude about to have 1,000 yards next year receiving.
Gonna need every
Before
bit
we
of
get
it.
out of here, man, Coach, let the people know what the good word is, man.
All right, man. This is fresh off the press. I'm putting it on the post probably tomorrow or someday. Cool. But character is the current culmination of our decisions that we make on a consistent basis. Say that at the end. People talk about character and all these different things. Some people don't care about it, but character is what we judge people by, is what we go by. And for us, for anybody who cares to be the best person they can be, look at what decisions have you been making on a consistent basis. Where you are now, you can't control where you are tomorrow, next week, next year. But look at the decisions you've been making and see if that lines up with the character you claim you not even you possess, but that you want. It's a current culmination of the decisions that you make on a consistent basis. So what are you doing? Not just when people see you, what are you doing when nobody's looking? What are you doing when you could get away with something, but you don't? Or are you that person that, I'll get away? I think we're talking about working out, right? Like, you know what? I'm tired today. I don't need to do it. Okay, that's cool one day, but is that a consistency?
Right.
Then that ties into, I ain't trying to preach y'all, but that ties into, do you slack on other things? Maybe that's just a surface level of something that's deeper. So I'm just wondering, man, like people claim character. And then what's crazy about it is we get on people like LeBron. His character, he's narcissistic. He's this. Okay, cool. What about you though? What are you doing when nobody has the camera on you and saying, hey, Los is like this, Brad is like this, Adrian's like this, Javaris is like this. I want to be able to say my character is good. It's not perfect. It's not that we can't make mistakes, but what is the decisions that I consistently make that's got me to a place where I say, hey, he's got good character or his character needs work. That's it.
Nice. I love it.
I love it. And that came right on time, man.
As usual, gotta hit the gong for Coach.
It's going great because I've been taking a lot of self-accountability, self-discipline, being in the gym. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. When I'm right, no need to harp on it, kind of just build upon it and different things like that. But yeah, that definitely goes to character. And I've been talking to my son about that as well. Just graduated high school, trying to establish a strong foundation as far as being a man, trying to just spoon feed him, little things that'll help him along the way. So that was a great word. Y'all make sure y'all get Coach book too. I checked it out. It was a great read. And I'm always tapping into Black men perspective, reflectiveness, and different things of that nature, because we need to talk about that. Like, we need to have discourse about that. I'm in a book club now, and the best part of it to me is the dialogue that we have as Black men, as far as like how we navigate through different spaces, right? Because so many different things is important to us, and it's some things that we have to dim our light for so other people can shine and things of that nature. How we work through those things, and how do we was talking about one time, how do we console a brother or another man when he's grieving, right? Because we're so used to being so masculine. When you see your brother crying, or your brother don't want to cry in front of you because he's hurting, and different things like that. So it was really, really interesting, man. But great word. Say that to say man. Great word, man. That was a great word.
No doubt,
appreciate it, Coach. Brad, appreciate you pulling up, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Always
for sure.
a pleasure,
appreciate
man.
you guys
Always
having
a
me.
good time. Always
yes,
a good
sir.
time. Go ahead and plug Airtang.
Yeah, man, I need to come back before the NBA season starts. You already know I got to get my joints off. I got to get my narratives in early, because Los get real disgusting with them little 2-minute videos. Los get real disgusting in the joint. Let me get mine in first before you go ahead and start doing your thing, man.
That's the rucker. That's the rucker. This is the showcase, and then the 2-minute videos is the rucker. I get my shit off over there.
Yeah, Heroes After Dark on the YouTube, man. Black Supernova. You can follow me on Facebook, Bradley Young. I mean, we just always be having a good time. We love to laugh more than anything. But yeah, man, I gotta come back for hoop, because Los ain't even. Because boy, that it's gonna get nasty when it comes to Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, because one of them is on a better team than the other one. But that's all I'm saying until hoop season starts.
And Triple Coverage Fantasy Football Podcast.
We coming back, man. We coming back, and I got some heavy duty, controversial NFL hot takes.
You gonna give them more scams?
Listen, all I'm gonna say is this, man. We're gonna be talking about positions. Do we need to abolish the tight end position in fantasy football as a whole? Why are we drafting tight ends in fantasy football still? We got to talk about that.
Coach, go ahead when you gather yourself.
So we got to talk about positions with tight ends.
And then he paused it.
My bad. Shout out to my guy Woodley, because he probably gonna catch that one too.
Awesome. man. Yeah, man. Always a pleasure. Thank y'all. Be a part of the team. Coach Jones, if you like anything that I said as far as like the word, tap in, tune in, whatever, to my Facebook. What is it? Jada Jones. You can also find me on Instagram at Lead Up Coach Jones. More importantly than me is the squad that I'm with, City on the Hill. We are in season 2. We at 20 plus episodes, and when they come out, they just gonna come out. They come out. We're just trying to shine light in the dark place for those. No matter where you are, you can tap in, you can tune in, and you can get something that'll help enrich your soul and your spirit. Other than that, man, you already know what it is. Love y'all, bros. Appreciate
No doubt, bro.
Love you too, Coach. Appreciate you. Adrian, go ahead and plug the network, man.
Hey, Suplex Dinner Club. Check us out on YouTube. Shout out to the team. Like we just said, we're bringing back fantasy football on triple coverage, fantasy football. So if you're locked in fantasy football, check these guys out. It's going to be a good times. If you're a pro wrestling fan, go to intothebuilding.com. That'll bring you to Talk 'em in the Building. That's a pro wrestling podcast where we talk about the promo. We have episode 100 coming out next week. So shout out to the team. I appreciate them. Yeah, definitely. So like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Sundays also around noon. We are Shan. We talk about pro wrestling and black excellence. Shout out to the team over there. And just shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to Ari doing this thing. Shout out to Drake.
My God.
Oh, Ari. Drake. Yo, Drake.
Yeah.
Drake. My guy, Drake.
Drake.
Clutch.
Shout out to those guys, man.
Super clutch, man.
Yeah. Shout out to the fam, bro.
That's fam over there, man.
Shout out to the chat, too, man. Y'all were active, man.
Chat was cooking today, man.
Yeah.
First of all, before I even get off my plugs, man, shout out to Adrian for putting together that illustrious intro video y'all saw at the beginning. That is the new intro, you know what I mean? Like, shout out to him. We getting professional. We getting professional. Not too professional, but I still get
polished. We're getting a little polished.
We getting polished.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, Pushing Narratives with the Narrative God. We are almost at 300, about 10 little more. Let's get to 300. Pushing Narratives on TikTok. I'm dropping clips every day, damn near. I'm dropping 2 more tomorrow. So tap in with me over there. And this episode will be dropping on Saturday on Get Your Bars Off Network, on Spotify and Apple. Y'all know the slogan. Gilbert Arenas ain't got an MVP. I'll see y'all next week.